Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. In this channel, I'm going to teach you, from basic to advanced level, how to use the Arduino platform. I'm going to guide you, step by step, on every project we develop. In today's video, I'm going to show you what is the best Arduino simulator and how we can develop basic and complex projects like those you can see on the screen. Stay with me, and let's get started. So, the simulator I'm going to talk about is called Tinkercad, and you can access it through your internet browser. Just type in the link shown on the screen, or you can click on the link in the description. Once you do that, just click here and join now. Then, click on Create Personal Account, where you're going to fill out some personal information, like email, date of birth, and so on. Now that you have your personal account, this will be your main screen. To start building circuits in Tinkercad, click here in Circuits. Then, click on Create New Circuit. So, this is the interface of the platform, and I'm going to explain every detail of it. Basically, this is the workspace, where we're going to build our circuits. Here on the right, we have all the components we can use. But by default, this tab shows only the basic components. To change that, we can click here and select all components. Now, we have access to all the components of the platform. Let's take a look at which kind of components we have. We have, for example, resistors, capacitors, buttons, and switches. We have sensors, like the photoresistor. And we have some Arduino components, like the ultrasonic sensor and the keypad. We also have LED, an LCD display, power sources, breadboards, the Arduino Uno, some instruments, some integrated circuits, some transistors and connectors, and finally, some logic gates. So, let's talk about how we build our circuits. To use a component, we drag and drop it on any place on the workspace. Depending on the type of component. Let's say, for example, this resistor here. You can type in the name for this specific component. For example, if it's a resistor used to limit the current through an LED, we can put LED resistor as a name. And we can select the value of the resistance as well. Let's put here 10 kilo ohms. If it's not kilo ohms, we can select here on the drop-down menu a different scale. And note here that the color bands on the resistor corresponds to its resistance value. If I put here 220 ohms, we can see that the color bands change. So, it's also an opportunity to learn the color code of resistor. So, let me explain more about the interface and how to use it. For example, let me select the resistor. If I want to rotate my component, I can come here at the top left corner to rotate it, as you can see, and put it on the horizontal. If I'd like to delete a component, I can click here or click on the component and press delete. If I want to undo something I've done, I can click here. If I want to redo, I just click on this arrow here. If I'd like to add an annotation, I can come here, click on it, and drop it everywhere. And type my comment. To minimize the comment, we can click here to save some space. And if I'd like to hide all my comments, I can click here. We also have a search bar to quickly find a specific component. Let's try Arduino for example. So, we can drag and drop it on the workspace. This button here allows us to fit our circuit on the entire workspace. And to position it better, we can just drag and drop it. So, now that we have the Arduino board on the workspace, I'm going to show you how to program it. To do that, you can come here in the code button. And you have three options to build the code. We can use blocks. As you can see in this example here. We can use blocks and text. Or we can use only text. Let's select it and click on Continue. And this is similar to what we have in the Arduino interface when we're programming it. Because of that, we're going to use this mode to program the Arduino board. Here on this button, you can download the code to save it. Here you can select some libraries to use third-party components. We have, for example, the Liquid Crystal library. If we click here, it will be loaded in the code, as you can see here. In this option you have the debug mode. In this mode you can add some breakpoints in the code to verify the code commands step by step. And in this button here, you're going to start the simulation of the code. Let me just close the code window by clicking here. And as you can see on the board, there is an LED blinking because it was the purpose of the code. I'm going to talk more about the Arduino programming in the next videos. And that is it in terms of the interface. In the next videos, I'm going to show you step by step how to build different projects with Arduino, showing not only how to program it properly, but also explaining the details of each component we're going to use. And to finalize, there is just one more step about the Tinkercad interface. If you look at here, this is the random name that Tinkercad gave to the circuit we are building. To change the name, we need to come here on the left top corner and click on the Tinkercad logo. In this main window, you have the circuit you have built. By clicking on the engine symbol, you go to Properties. And here you can put the name of the circuit. Let's put Arduino tutorial. You can put a description as well. Let's try this. You can also add tags. And regarding to the privacy, you can choose between private or public. As this is a free platform, if you leave your project as public, it means that other people on the platform can access it. It is also a good way to share your projects with friends. In the end, you click on Save Changes. And that is it. As you can see here, the name of the project has changed. So, I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. If you liked the content, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to learn more about Arduino platform and electronic components. See you in the next time.